Hello and greetings everyone. Normally on these posts I talk about spiritual things, and I think my last one I put, is the modern world, are we living in the past, or are we, embracing stuff in the modern world? Like the digital watches, that do your health and your heart rate and stuff like that. No, I tend to live in the past. I've got to admit, I like going camping using my Viking style tent. I like to go wild camping. I'm not a fan of big flashy, this glamping with a big caravan tent and beds and stuff like that. I like to do things the old ways. But we've got to embrace the modern ways. So just a few questions. How many is... I don't have to ask how many you can use a sword or an axe, because most just think you can. Whether you've trained in them or not is a different matter. But when it comes to any type of firearms, how well versed are you in those? Now in the UK, we're not allowed firearms, because we're all children. We haven't got the intelligence to cope with firearms. But we've got ways of still training, using blanks, airsoft, stuff like that. We can still train. But how many years are safe using weapons? If civil war comes, if conflict comes, we will get our hands on so many weapons it'll be unreal. Because these big arms dealers seem to flood anywhere where there's a little bit of conflict. They seem to flood the place with firearms. Just same here. If we had a little bit of a civil war, which I don't think we're going to have, but just in case, I'm sure there's a lot of people who would make a lot of money after selling with firearms. So, if you had one person trained in firearms and 5 people untrained in firearms, but had knew roughly how to use them, I would still put my money on the person that's trained in firearms to win, trained in tactics to win. Plus, how many of you can actually use a compass and read a map? How many can, especially in the Northern Hemisphere, how many can navigate using the North Star? How many can navigate without using any equipment? But we have got the equipment. So learn how to use the compass. Learn how to read maps. Because when the saying goes, when the shit hits the fan, we're all going to have to be ready. And it might never happen. No, it might never happen. But it's like having insurance. If it does happen, at least you're prepared. So get yourself out there. Learn to read a map. Learn to do basic mechanics. If you can't swim, learn to swim. Learn to grow your own food. A lot of people just sit in the house on a night time and watch films and that. I don't. I like to study. If I look at something and I think, oh, I don't know anything about that, I'll go and study it. The only thing I haven't been very successful at is crops. What crops to plant when, stuff like that. But I know I need to. You never know. Things might happen. Especially the way the virus has been, the so-called virus has been going around. And there seems to be a lot of people stirring the shite, trying to turn people against people. That's just a start. We need to be self-sufficient. We need to be able to survive in extremes. Now, myself, I've been a prepper for a few years, but not a very good one. When the virus hit, I was ready. I was ready for about 3 months worth of stuff, and I coped pretty well. But we were ready for 6 months. We were ready for a year. I know that's what I'm getting ready for now, because next time it might not just be 3 months. I mean, look at America at the minute. It's getting worse and worse over there. So get yourself out there, learn to read a map, learn a bit of self-defence, go to a range. Just because, if you're in the UK, just because you're not allowed firearms as such, doesn't mean you can't go to the range and practice. We've got plenty of ranges around here. It's getting a bit hot, so I'm going to put the window down. Learn some survival skills. Practice your fishing skills. Practice your hunting skills. Practice your target shooting. These are all things we can do recreational. Stuff you can enjoy doing. Work with your folk, work with your friends. You know, I mean, we need to start bonding more. Okay, then. That's it for now. Hail your Father, hail Tia, hail Air, hail the gods. Be safe. Toodles.